And we're on. What's going on, everybody? Tingo here, and I got my buddy Jason here with me.
Hello.
And as you can see, we got something a little bit different going on here today. And it's a little bit of history of our hometown, and back from 1913. There's this island out in the middle of the river that's right behind where he grew up. We decided to take a little stroll back there and do some digging on some history and stuff. And I got some pictures here to show what the city looked like in 1913, right after the flood, and the devastation that it caused, and also of the island that we walked out onto. Um, and there's a bunch of debris and stuff on the island. We don't doubt that there's some debris on the island still from 1913 from the flood.
Yeah, there's so much new debris that there's probably some remnants underneath the new.
Yeah. What's up? My name's Jordan. How you doing? What's up, Jordan? How you doing today? So, like I said, I got some pictures here to show of the actual flood in 1913. And after this, we actually created a video of we walked back there yesterday, and spent probably about, you said, about 2 hours to walk back there, walk around it, and come back. So a lot of trekking through the woods and crossing a creek and the river, and it was fun. So but here, I'm going to have to zoom in on every single one of these pictures, unfortunately, because they were just so small. But you can just see here just how the water was just taking over the city. Just the devastation that it just caused the whole entire city. I mean, you just see the downtown streets here. And you'll see, people on boats in the middle of the street. Down power lines and all people up here on the buildings, the balconies here, just overlooking everything. They're probably trapped up there. And then here is part of the island. It's called Abbott's Island. This is where they found most of the victims. What's up, Jeremy? This island is where they found most of the victims from the flood. Everything was carried down the river, and it pretty much collected up on this island that you'll see in the video coming up. And
if you notice the arrows showing where they found one or two of the bodies with their names up the tree right there.
Yeah, right here it says Abbott's Island, and then it has can't really make it out, but it looks like a name here, and then the arrow facing down right here. But like I said, you'll see video footage from when we walked back there yesterday. What's up, Swan? And this is my buddy Jason.
How you doing?
But we walked back there yesterday, got some video footage and stuff. The funny thing is, I don't know about you guys, but we both believe in like spirits and the supernatural, stuff like that. And the funny thing about it is every time we hit a certain spot or started talking about a certain subject, the video cut out.
Good.
It was really weird. The video would cut out a whole section of conversation and then start right back up again. I would have SD card errors. I'd switch to my other GoPro because I had two GoPros with me. I'd switch from the one GoPro to the other GoPro, and I wouldn't have the SD card error, but for some odd reason, it would just stop recording certain sections. But so we're thinking, this place could be highly active. I am getting a new camera. I just ordered a new SLR camera, and it should be here this week. So we're going to be going back in the near future and hopefully get some better video footage for you guys. But like I said, this is an actual photo right after the flood in 1913 of the island. You can see just debris of trees and houses, and like I said, most of the victims, dead or alive, were on this island.
I believe there was 19 people that were killed in the flood, and the majority of the 19 were found on the Abbott's Island that we went to visit.
Yeah. So the next picture, here's another picture of Abbott's Island. We were actually, you'll see this this shoreline right here and what it looks like today or yesterday, and just all the debris just piled up. But we've seen some of these 4x4s here, and we've seen some of them. We actually seen some of these 4x4s, like parts of houses from 1913. We've seen some of these 4x4s still laying there.
Yes, we did, and I believe we got some of them in the picture.
Yeah, it's in the video because it's a real funny moment with one of them. Remember?
Yeah.
Here's a brick building from downtown. It's just completely just destroyed. And another picture. Let me zoom in on this one. Just another street flood. You can see the horse and carriage there. It's just a real crazy time. Now this one here, this is a hotel from early 19 or late 1800s, early 1900s. Back then it was called the Shawn Hotel. You can see how high the water is to the base of the windows here. This is the first floor right here. Then you can see they're zip lining some food and other grocery stuff, probably up to people who are trapped. But that's how it looked during the flood, and this is how it looks today. So you can see that water was up to just the bottom of these windows here. But right here, right down here, there's a traffic light right there. Right here is a bridge going over the river. So that you can see how much of a downhill slope this is going from this intersection down. And that water level was all the way up to here. So if you just walk this across, that water was, that was high. That was all the way up to probably about here.
Yeah, it would be closer to the river. It was higher.
Yeah. So then here's part of a bridge that was wiped out and carried downriver. And then let me zoom in. It's going to be really distorted, but this is one of the train bridges, and you can just see parts of like a roof or something. Just more parts, bits and pieces of homes and trees, and who knows what else is stuck in this pile. But it's just a lot of devastation during this time. Here's another picture of one of the downtown streets. And then, I'd hate to have this house, but this is somebody's house, what's left of it.
Yeah,
it's just cut portion. Right in half. But... And then, here's part of that train bridge that was wiped out. All that's left are the footers.
They still stand to this day, I believe.
They still stand to this day.
You can drive down there.
What's on, Nicholas? What's up, Marley?
Hi.
And then here's another picture of Abbott's Island. Oop. And you can actually see somebody standing here just looking at everything, probably trying to decipher what's actually going on. But we actually seen some old box spring mattresses and stuff. And that's another funny thing, is because that was another part of the video footage that we tried to get, but it cut out. So we'll discuss that when we actually show the actual video footage. Yeah, I remember you, Marley. Then more downtown. All this is downtown. That's the last one. I thought I had another one of the actual... There's an actual viaduct, a train viaduct. It's just right down the road from my house. And you can still see the footers, like, might be the same bridge, actually.
That bridge there, yeah, that goes right behind. It goes up and behind the once it crosses the river, right up behind that viaduct area.
Yeah, so this bridge here, I believe is the same one that actually goes past, just down the road from my house, except for you can still see the old footers, but they built a new bridge on top of it. So it's just bits and pieces of history. So we're going to go ahead and get into the actual video now of yesterday. And when certain things happen, I'll pause the video and stuff like that, and we'll discuss what we were actually talking about. What's up, Assassin?
Great name, man. Love it.
But like I was saying, bits of the video were cut out somehow. The video just stopped on us. It stopped recording, the SD card errors. So something was going on when we were talking about certain things or around certain objects or even crossing the river. Both times we crossed the river to the island, and from the island, the video cut out. And same with the creek. Both times, crossing the creek and coming back over the creek, the video cut out.
Very well could be.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Marley.
Anytime we brought up anything to do with the deceased, anything on the lines of where the bodies may have been exactly,
or objects from them.
Yeah, it just cut us out, and it just kind of like time lapsed.
And we also came across a piece of machinery, which we'll discuss when that part of the video comes up. We found a piece of machinery that was actually there or somewhere during the flood, and it's still there to this day, and we'll show you pictures of it in the video. So let's go ahead and play this, and this is when we just first started our walk through the woods from where he lives and heading to the island. So hope you guys enjoy, and like I said, I will pause it from time to time, or you'll hear us talking over the video during certain conversations, because you can't really hear him too much since he's usually in front of me. So.
Yeah, I didn't have a microphone on me that connected to the camera, so my voice was going forward in front of the camera. But we go deep into the woods here. It takes a little bit to get back to a little bit of time to get back to the island. So it's all a wood trip.
Yep. So here we go. Hope you guys enjoy.
Rolling.
I think you were starting to talk about your four-wheeler flipping over here, going down the hill. And
I think it's after me.
Yeah, this is an old four-wheeler trail that...
Is it following us? Run!
When I was younger, I got to ride on it a lot. And one winter, I went down it, and a little bit too slick and wiped it out pretty good down the side of the hill. A little bit dangerous, I guess.
I brought it down in the wintertime one year, dude. And what was it, right here somewhere, dude? It got too
yeah, like I said, this video was just taken yesterday, so one of the reasons why I didn't live stream yesterday. I was busy hanging out and doing a little something else for you guys.
It's pretty nice today. I can't believe it's almost 80 today.
It was a nice day for this yesterday. It was kind of the spur of the moment. Yeah. I believe this right here was about 4 or 5 o'clock. No, 5 or 6.
This right here? No, this was closer to 6 right now.
Yeah, 5 or 6 o'clock is when we were heading back, so we didn't have a lot of time before it got dark.
What's up, JB?
This fills up with water when
yeah, that's when this happened. It was 1913 is when this flood happened.
The 1913 flood was it was actually different areas throughout that several months, but Seneca County, Tiffin, Ohio got a really bad part of it on March 25th of 2013. Or I'm sorry,
2013.
1913.
It flooded in 2013 too.
Yeah,
but not as bad.
Yeah, it did.
And here we're trying to find a way across the creek here, and we found this
Plain Frogger?
part of a tree, or I don't know what it was exactly. It looked like somebody sawed it off or something, but we were able to. It was flat enough. We were able to get it across the creek and use it as a little plank.
Yeah, the creek nor the river was very high, but we were just trying to stay dry as possible to get back there. So we figured, well, let's just be smart and find a couple pieces of logs or something that we could set across.
He had his rubber boots on, and all I have is my work boots, which they're waterproof to a certain extent. So I wasn't too worried about my feet getting wet, and neither was he. But some of that water did get a little over 6 inches high, which that's when my feet would get soaked.
Yeah, I do believe I heard about some parts of Michigan and northern Ohio, even southern Ohio got some of it back in that day.
All right, you can see the piece of wood that we found we're going to use. Just like some type of plank. I think the hunters might use it back in the woods to get across it as well. The way it looks, because there's that tree stand right there.
I wish I had my
It looks almost like a piece of tree
harness.
The lightning hit and it just shattered it all the way down. Is what it kind of looks like.
To put on my head.
It like sheared it all the way off the tree. It helped us out though.
Yeah.
Man, this thing's heavy.
It was sturdy. It definitely more sturdy than it looked.
There, I tried picking it up, and as soon as you picked it up, it just rotated right out of my hand.
As soon as you started pulling it.
Yeah, it was a heavy piece.
But yeah, you'll see here, the camera was rolling just fine. The video was working perfectly fine, but as soon as we tried to cross the water, it just cut out until right when I was on the other side is when it picked back up again. It was weird. It did that going over the water, and you know, both times we crossed the water over the creek and the river. It did that both times, crossing one way and then the other.
Yeah, we can try to
Yeah,
break
it was
across
strange.
right there.
Yeah, there it cut out the whole.
Yep, it cut out there.
We're already on the other side. It just cut that whole section out.
Yeah. That was my potty break. Just kind of appeared out behind the tree there.
See, right now we're trying. He knew of a piece of machinery that's pretty much half buried under the ground, and you can tell it's been there for a long, long time.
Yeah, we tried to match up the whatever pictures we could get of it, but it's so buried, it's almost fully buried.
That old oil barrel.
We tried to match it up to like a certain year of
There's a tree branch there.
of the tractors back then, and it was an older bulldozer from the early 1900s that we can gather so far, and it could have very well. We're pretty got the pretty good vibe that it was part of the flood, because that's it. I mean, it's buried.
Right there it is. Right there's part of the bulldozer, and on the inside of the arms, you guys can't really see in these pictures, but there was two data plates that we were actually able to find. They didn't have any dates on them. It just had the brand name as Bucyrus Erie. So I was doing some research on it, and I was trying to cross-reference these pictures with ones on the internet, and we found one that was pretty similar, but you can tell it's a little bit newer than what this one is. But yeah, you can just see how much of it is actually buried. So it's been there, and we can tell that it was probably there either, it was carried down during the flood, or it sat there during the flood and got buried.
Yeah, it's a very interesting place to see in real person. That's for sure. It's got a creepy vibe to it down there.
And right there's a picture of something that it could have looked like, but you can tell it was a little bit newer. So it's not the exact bulldozer, but it's something similar to it.
And they'll start dying off. Yeah.
But once again, it's one of them moments when we got to a certain object, and the video just stopped recording. Because I had a lot of video footage on that bulldozer, and that every single bit of that footage was just gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know a whole lot about bulldozers, but recently, now because of this, we've been trying to do a little bit of research on them.
Maybe they had some other debris down here.
Yeah,
from
we've
after
seen
the
pictures
flood, and they
of
just used it to try to
bulldozers.
get
It did look like a military bulldozer.
It
like
really
after
kinda,
somebody else
If
purchased
you
the
look
land
at the
afterwards or
pictures
something.
again, it has the green and the black and stuff like that. Nice try there, Marley.
Oh, Marlon won't be saying that when they see the total.
A little over
end of the
104
video.
years, because that was in May 2013.
It gets dark. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we sort of get caught in the nightfall of things, trying to get back through the woods.
Kind of like if you guys ever seen some of the horror movies like Blair Witch and stuff like that, when any of the movies that take place in the woods kind of starts resembling a little bit of that atmosphere.
But
Now,
right
the
after
noise
we
we're
found
making.
the tractor, the bulldozer, that's when we found the box spring, the mattress, they had a wooden frame on it with the metal springs. That was all it was left. I had video footage of that too, and that was gone. It's just weird. It's like every single thing, or like a piece of history that could have been part of that flood is just wiped out.
Yeah.
And they do say, though, running water, what do they say? Running water fuels the energy for spirits. Spirits love running water.
Running into them too, even following you.
So, I mean, it could just be one of them things with the moving water going through there.
I don't
There's
care
a lot
about the
of
spider
theories
webs. I'm worried about the damn
throughout
spiders
time.
themselves.
I guess people when it comes to this kind of stuff, if you got the facts of
Arachnophobia.
what happened, you know where you're at. If it happened on that ground, I'm a firm believer that there is spiritual activity on the grounds of, these kind of events.
Yeah.
And it's just, whether it be a negative energy or not, something happened there that was traumatic, so it's got to linger a little bit, the essence of it anyways.
Yep.
Children of the Corn time.
And it cut out the whole part right there, because that's when we found an old hunting tent. And it was all like, just, it was all bent in and broke and
My
just
boots are
cut.
waterproof.
And I made the comment, I was like, watch there be a a dead body in there or something, and that whole entire footage is gone. It's weird. And here we're trying to find a way to actually get across the river now.
It's cool to find random stuff when you're Aaron. That was
I just
not
heard
me.
Bigfoot.
Belching from the pits.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
rock
It's
ledge
cool
right
to,
there.
I'll tell you, man.
Oh,
nature,
you know what they
man.
did that for?
Going to desolate areas, you find some interesting
At
stuff,
the shin
especially
shot right
if
there. I bet you they put
like,
a rock
stuff
wall
that
up right
happened
here
there.
for try to keep water out.
Yeah, I have Discord, but I'm hardly ever on it.
Let me see.
But if you type in online Seneca County, Abbott's Island, and find out the body, it will say most of the bodies were found on Abbott's Island where we're going here in the video.
Ooh.
And there was 19
right there.
there were 19 dead people. So they said the
Deceased.
majority of those, yeah.
Oh, my boot got stuck.
My boot just got stuck. Yeah, I told
Sort
you,
of got
watch
wedged
out.
between a couple rocks there.
Back to the corn.
We're way in BFE right
Where's
here.
the children at?
We're way away from any road, any house.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get a picture of this too. It looks badass.
Yeah, this would be a good hayride back through here.
We're over halfway to the island.
Yeah, well, we split off right up here on the right to get across the river. We're just trying to. It's just so much of a drop off right there to the edge of the water. We couldn't actually walk down next to the river through most of this, and you'll see here in just a little bit of what we mean.
Easily, but we'd be soaked. We'd have to really. What we need to get is the pant boots.
Pant boots.
Yeah, the waders.
Pant boots, yeah. Puss in boots
that
is
people use for fishing.
Pant boots.
waiter boots.
Yeah, that water was still. All the debris was just sitting still on top of the water.
That scares me. I live in a house
animal
that was
trail
built
right
in
here.
1900. Well, my house was built in 1900. This house that we're sitting in right now was built in 1900. What's up, Savage?
What's this? Is this way down? Right here? That's pretty overgrown. Well, maybe.
We're trying to. It's such a thick woods through there, right along the riverside. We're trying to find the best spot to look in to find the spot to cross over the river to the to the
'cause,
island.
Like I said, it's a really steep hill right there. The
Yeah.
bank of the river was so notched out and cut away that it was hard to find a good
All that's
spot
knocked
to
down.
get down to the river.
We're planning on actually making our own little homemade horror film down here. We're gonna go
You know
back
what? This
throughout
all looks
different
like river
days and
rock.
actually make
I
a
wonder if they
movie.
dredged
Yeah,
out
we're
the
gonna
river,
have
pushed
to
all the
actually
stuff up
get
here
a script
like
or
a long,
something to
long
go
time
off
ago.
of, though.
Yeah.
Some
Nice.
man named Jordan Groves. Jordan Groves what?
Ooh, that's a drop off right there. Actually, yeah, we can cross right there.
We're starting to find the spot to cross over to the island here.
Yeah, we just have to find a spot to get down to it.
A little bit further down. Right, I don't know if we can make it all the way around or not. We have to get down here. I think we'll have to probably get down right here.
Once we get down
I don't know if we can get down further.
to the side of the river, you can see all the erosion.
What's up, MG? Yeah, if you see
Yeah,
right
see
across
if
the
we can
river
get
there,
down a
that's
little
the
bit
actual
easier further
island.
down.
That's
And if
Abbott's
not, we
Island
can come
right
back to
there.
this spot and
And it was
climb
actually
down.
pretty big. That's a big island. We didn't think it was going to be that big. We only thought it was going to be maybe 5 to 10 acres tops, but it was closer to probably about 20.
Going
if
on
not
an adventure.
30.
Yeah.
and you guys will see it. It's in the video.
Oh,
It's just how big. It's just a big open area right in the middle, but it was completely surrounded by.
That's what I was talking about right
trees.
there.
This is my friend Jason, the one that's in the video right now.
Be able to get down right there?
And this is another part it skipped, us getting actually down to the river.
Should be
Yeah.
able to.
It skipped, the video skipped us right there because I tossed the camera down to Jason here.
That's why it's upside down.
That's why it's upside down, because he didn't know
We're gonna
which way
cross
was
this
up.
motherfucker right there.
But I tossed the camera down to him because he was the first one down.
Abbott's Island right there.
But it cut it out for some odd reason. I don't know
Can we
why.
go through these tree branches right here? He-Man.
And it cut out right there too.
Yeah, it cut out again. Yep.
It's like every time we're next to
Got me.
water, it cuts out.
Yep. Actually, that tree branch actually
I
helped
need
me
to
down.
start paying more attention because it's.
Oh, man, look at
it's
this
starting to get
erosion,
better
dude.
throughout here.
Yeah, this is.
Look at this. All
this
the
is
years
where
of
all this
erosion
stuff
right here.
is gonna start happening here. Well, nothing really happens, but
The cutting out
Whee!
of it.
yeah, the cutting out of the videos and stuff like that.
And then
Sorry, my gloves in the way,
That's
but
awesome. That looks like something out of like a
cool,
movie,
cool
man.
erosion on the trees.
yeah, that's pretty cool
Oh, for these
erosion.
guys, it
You
is
can
kind
just
of a
see
movie.
how much of a drop off that is in most of the areas.
That looks like
That's why we.
This is a nice creepy looking tree right here.
Yeah, that's why it was hard to find a spot to actually get down to the river.
It's so desolate out there where we're at. It's
Right
it's,
here. Size one too, for especially this one.
There's where
this
it
far
cuts
away from
out
the
for
lake.
first.
This is a good size shell and still intact. I mean, if you
My
see all
cool
these
dude
rocks they
rubber
had to skip
boots.
across.
And the thing is, we're a good hour away from the lake, and the lake is north of here. This river flows from the south.
Yep. This is
So there's seashells in this river, and it's like those are good-sized seashells to where
Dude, this is
it's
probably
kind
the
of hard
first
to
time
imagine those coming
in
from the
years
river.
that
So they
anybody's
came from
actually stepped
somewhere.
foot over here.
Well, we don't know where. And it's just really weird.
And watch
on
us get up here and there's like a
them
whole
getting to this
freaking
area.
Yeah.
But here we are. We're on Abbott's Island.
area that's been developed.
And right there, I was talking about how this area
The island where
undeveloped, and we could have been the very
countless
first ones to
bodies were
step on
found in
this
1950.
island in years. But
Yeah.
we
right
get
here.
up here and we see this. So
If you listen close, we'll try to.
dude, somebody look, somebody has been back here.
If you listen
I'm like,
close,
there's four-wheelers back here. But yeah, you can see the trees
weird
just
that the whole
surrounding the
interior part of the
island. The
island
whole entire middle part of the island is just
open.
open.
it's tons of ground. It's awesome.
Only the edges are trees.
We're just we're exploring.
It's like
Astro.
people are back here.
And here
No, we're
this
not
is-
speculating nothing, man. That's an actual event that happened in 1913. So there's no
Right there, yeah.
speculation. We're going to a real
right here.
place.
Yeah, this island
Somewhere around this
is
area.
where they found
Yeah, we're already
multiple
lost our
victims
trail-
from the
our way in.
1913 flood that happened here in our home city.
The video that's coming up, where we're heading to here in a few more moments, it shows the
It's kinda
flood
funny, as soon as I
zone
said it smells like
area,
sewer, you said it smells like dead
and
bodies.
to this day it still floods out, and you can see all of the debris that collects there because it splits off. The river splits off to the left and right side of the island, and that's where the bodies were found. The majority of the 19 there was 19 deceased bodies, but the majority of them were
Crazy
found on
expensive.
this
Like,
island
electric
right where
ran
we're
out
going
here,
to.
plumbing
And you'll
ran out
see,
to
like
here,
I was
the
saying
bridge
earlier, you'll
built.
see some of the old
Yeah.
lumber from the
back
houses and stuff like that, old headers,
I know, but
4x4s,
who knows,
stuff
that could
like
be
that,
where-
that you can tell was from
No, where it could
the
join.
older style homes.
We walked a pretty good distance. Well,
And
Wait,
every
there's a
time we
trail right
talked
there.
about supernatural stuff or bodies or
yeah.
certain objects, stuff like that, the video will always cut out on us. We don't know what,
that means this whole
what's
island
going
was
on.
covered
So.
in water.
But we will be going back and getting some more footage for you guys if you guys would like to see some more.
Look, the grass is still.
Like he was saying,
It's
we're
all
going to
wet
try
here
to
still.
get a script put together and actually try to get some friends or something involved and get a little homemade horror movie type thing done back in the woods and on this island and the river and stuff like that. It'd be kind of cool. But you can see here coming up right in front of us,
Oh my.
you'll see like a big wall of stuff right there in front of you off to the left. That's all debris. That's all gathered
Yeah.
up there from
Look at all this.
all the years. And right there we're talking about the debris, and once
Yep.
again the video cut out.
If you look here to the left, We'll go back to the left. This is where
One of these trees probably held that little
This is
girl
where all
up in
the
the air when they
debris
found her
collects.
dressed up in her costume for
and
Halloween.
this is where
Hey, look,
where
a
the
tennis ball.
most of the deceased were
Yeah,
it's
found.
in
like
this
I was
area.
just saying there, they did find one of the victims. It was a little girl. They couldn't find her for the longest time, but then they finally found her. She was actually
in
literally
history.
hanging up
We're
from a
making
tree,
history.
from her hair.
history.
It was all wrapped
Down
around
here.
tree branches and stuff. She was just hanging there, and she was still dressed up in like a costume
Deer
that
trap.
she was using for like school or church or something like that. She was dressed up as an angel, and she had blonde hair, but of course it was dirty. But they said that she looked like a real angel hanging up from this tree.
Yeah,
There's one of the 4x4s right there out of a house.
you
and
can
it's-
you
see
can
it's
tell
burned.
it's way old. It's
Yeah,
way
it's
old.
really old.
Some of the stuff's still on that property. It's just years and years of,
This is where you got to camp. This is where
and it cut out because we were starting to talk about.
Yeah, it's like this is where the
We're
bodies
not gonna
probably
be
could
too
be.
happy if we start burning.
Yeah.
And right there, you're like,
Roll-
we
rolling
can burn
rock.
some of this wood. And I was like, well, the spirits aren't going to be too happy if we start burning their parts of their homes. And that's when the video cut out.
Who cares about permission, man? If you don't like it, we're doing
There,
our
that's
freedom
fairly-
thing, man.
That's a fairly fresh 40 right there.
We're not trying to offend anybody.
Yeah, you'll see. I mean,
Tons.
just all this stuff just washed up over all the
Huh?
years, right in this one spot. And this is where they found, parts of almost all the houses and all the victims. And like I said, that one photo that you've
Dude, this tree
seen,
sounds hollow. Look how big it is.
one photo you've seen with the water in the background and all the debris right there along
Every
the
footstep,
bank of
it
the
just sounds
island. It's just right around to the right side, right behind us to the right.
What's that?
Yeah, there's the.
Yeah, that's the. I think this is the river coming in, is it?
Yep. This was. It went. Yeah, this was a picture image. Let me think. Yeah, that went back
Yeah.
before. That's when I was taking the pictures and while you were recording on the
Yeah, that's
other.
built better than a beaver
So
dam.
right here, you'll see this is the one, the black and white picture you've seen at the
part of the river
beginning.
right there.
This is pretty much right in the same exact area that picture was taken, and you've seen all the debris starting to get gathered up.
You
Well,
get
now
across?
you'll see
Maybe.
how much is still gathered up
Yeah,
now.
I wouldn't. I'd probably wait a few more weeks. It'll go down because it's just a.
Yeah, now we're right at the
a little
point.
warmer though.
We're right at the point where the river splits.
Yeah, right here's where it splits off to the left and right. You'll see right here in front of us, you'll see it going
All right.
on the other side of those weeds, and then it goes down through this way, right where we're walking.
Another part. Weren't that part of the same
There's three
shell?
more seashells right
No,
there.
there's
We're just
look at
like,
this. There's 3
where'd they
shells
come
right
from?
here.
Yeah. I believe this is where I showed on the map there.
Yeah, he's gonna show the map of where,
Do
like, how far
screenshot
we
it.
walked and what the island looks like.
Yeah, I could probably almost pull it up real time right now.
As you can see, that sun's really starting to set on us now. But here, that's
There's
the
the
island off
map.
to the left, and then there's the cornfield, and you see all the woods that we had to walk through. Where he just pointed out was the tractor. There's the creek that we crossed, and then right there's the row of houses where he lives. So it was a good little journey for us.
Journey.
And right there's the wall of debris right at the point of the island.
Yeah, that's where all the bodies would collect when they retrieved them from the flood. Yeah, I mean that's obvious. You can see that everything collects right there.
Yeah, and I mean it goes all the way across, and you'll see it. Because I walk all the way around it pretty much.
Yeah,
Little slow-mo action for you
nice little
guys.
spooky moment.
I pan across and you see him, and that's right when he took that picture of me. It's like the same exact moment when I turned around, he took the picture. This was yesterday,
America.
Friday.
That's what the bottle says. America.
Oh, there's probably thousands of beer bottles.
America.
Some of them new, some of them old.
This is Abbott's Island. This is where they found a bunch of victims of the
Milk jug.
1913 flood.
It's all the way across to
All the
right
way,
there.
all the way. That's another part
That's a
where the
whole
video
tree.
cut out. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
what I
what we were
just
talking
said.
about right there, but we were talking about something. The video cut out again.
I
Yeah.
wonder.
Yeah, this is when we're talking about up under all this brush
Well, that's
throughout
coming
the
up
years.
here. That's when we were actually standing up there.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that when it gets to it. Yeah, once we stand on top of the trees here and stuff, I talk about how some of the victims were found, but some were still unaccounted for. And
Another box spring.
another box spring down there from the same one I found before. Once again, him taking pictures of me. But no, I do not, Marley. But
This is the big tree
I'll say
that I was
something
just
about
talking
like
about.
how
There's
some of the
another one
bodies
that's
were
down
still
there that
missing
he's standing on
and
right now.
unaccounted for.
Man, look at
And,
these big, humongous trees.
And
Just
how I
taken
said
down
that we
from
could
years
be
of
standing on,
floods.
you know, people's remains, and that's when the video cut out. It was weird.
Yeah, they didn't recover all the bodies.
here.
There's still some that were unaccounted.
It cut out from
What's
the
that right
time
there
when I
in front of
started
you,
that
black?
until that point right there. That's when
Yeah.
it started back up again.
Oh, okay.
And then when I spoke about it right before that, it didn't even catch my voice.
I don't know, that's why I was just looking for a way across.
It's there was definitely a vibe right there where we were at.
That sun's going down quick.
It was a really strange
We got
vibe
flashlights,
on
that's
this
good.
area.
What if the video doesn't do it justice? Where we're standing
we gotta
above
go
all
find
of
your
this
bag,
rubble,
though, so-
we're up probably a good 20 feet.
Step through all these
Yeah.
leaves and stuff. You never know when
20
there's a
feet of
void.
rubble maybe.
You know what? Let's go over
underneath.
here.
Yeah, this is
More
pretty
solid
much where they
over here.
found all the
Watch me
remains
fall
of
through
the
still.
victims, deceased or alive.
Yeah. Yeah. All,
Like I said, one of these trees that is still standing there today, one of them trees
Close to that 200
had the little girl
mark, if
hanging
not
up in it, deceased.
over, so
I mean,
who
she was
knows how
only
much-
anywhere between
Yeah.
it was 8 and 13,
yeah.
so she wasn't that old.
Yeah, you're right. This
Because
is
it was a whole family, their whole house was swept away.
Dude, don't
and-
do that. Jeez.
The whole house was swept up off the foundation.
Whew.
And
I'm
the
sweating
train
now.
bridge that you guys seen in the pictures,
This is a workout,
or
man.
the train bridge was there. The house actually hit that train bridge and it just imploded. It just disintegrated, and it was all swept down to this
all the
island.
yeah.
lumber
Here's some more of the old
nailed or
wood
bolted
from
together.
Yeah, right there.
Houses.
Right there, we were talking about it. I don't know if you guys seen that or not. No, it wasn't a flash flood,
Got my flashlight just in case.
but you'd seen right before the video just cut out right there. There was some lumber right
yeah,
there.
until it rains.
And as soon as we start
nonstop,
talking
and you're
about
stuck
it,
out
the-
here because
the
the water
video
went
just
up
bam.
overnight.
Yeah, it cuts out right here too. because
Yeah, we started talking about that tree. I wonder, we're thinking this tree,
If you match up the old images at the beginning of this video,
that tree right
that's
there.
where we're at.
Nice.
Yeah, see that tree right there. We started talking about that tree, and the video cut out. We're wondering if
Yeah,
that's
it
the
could be
tree
somebody's
that they
soul
found that
trapped in a
little
tree.
girl in.
Yeah, there was the picture with the old lady standing there. The old
believe in that
image
stuff.
back from when this
It goes from
happened, it's,
complete mayhem and destruction
Right
back
there.
that's
here,
where it's at.
where tragedy took
This
place.
cuts out here. I was talking about how mayhem and destruction took place up in the front of the island, but then you look out here and it's all tranquil. As soon as I started saying
High
that
enough
this
right
part
there in the
looks
middle where
tranquil,
you could
the video
actually
cut
almost
out.
get away
It's
with
like
building.
It didn't want us to talk about it
Huh?
being tranquil because all they can remember
Yeah.
was the mayhem.
Yeah. Yeah, this right here, we're back up on the
Yeah, this is the
immediate
island.
island. All the tree surrounds it, so on the other side of all those trees is all river water.
Yeah, right now we're surrounded by the river.
Right in the middle of both
But,
sides of the
yeah,
river.
the trees surround the whole
Okay, we'll go
entire
across the
perimeter.
other side.
So if you go past the trees any direction, you're
bit early.
getting into the river.
It's a pretty cool place. It's
Let's get quick.
it's big enough where we're at on the island right there, the all open land.
Well, let's get to your bag
It's-
first, and we go from there.
I really probably a bad guess at this, but I'm gonna say anywhere
your
from
phone,
20
use the phone
some
on your
to 40 some
It's like a
acres,
stopwatch.
no, 30 some, 20 some to 30 some acres of island, and just all open grass.
And the video keeps cutting out whenever we hit certain points, or start talking about certain objects, or certain we start talking about certain events. It's like, I don't know if you guys believe in it, but we both do. But spirits and the supernatural and stuff like that, we believe in that. And the best way to catch stuff is on video and sound. But a lot of times,
I see
if
when something happen, it's gonna get
spirits
cold
don't
quick.
want certain things
got
to be
water
said
across
or
in
talked
multiple
about
spots.
or seen, video will and
we got the
can
correct-
cut out or start malfunctioning.
I mean,
Yeah.
still, I mean, that's
Or
not
sound
that deep, but
will
still.
start cutting out, which there's a sound clip. We did catch something, I think. I have a strong feeling we
He
did
just
catch
practically
something.
ran like a
towards the
little
very
kid at
end.
Cedar Point.
And we'll note it to you guys that we were climbing up a hill and I started hearing some, you know, I don't know if they were grunts or moans, something, but I wasn't doing it, he wasn't doing it, and it was right next to the camera too.
Yeah, we'll point it out when it comes up to that part here shortly. But yeah, this is if you like horror movies, as it's starting to get darker.
See,
here,
right when we crossed the river, it cut out again.
yeah.
Probably our best option right here.
And I mean, this was all, I had the GoPro going non-stop. You know, I never hit the button or anything to start and stop any of the video clips. It was all constant, except for when I took the SD card out of, the one GoPro because it kept saying SD card error.
Yeah.
I took it out of the one GoPro, put it in the other one. That's the only time I really stopped it.
Yeah,
Now this isn't what we're talking about. This is he creates music and sound clips and stuff like that, and this is one of his things that he created that we just sort of put in for the walk back next to the cornfield.
yeah.
So don't be fooled by that, you know.
Yeah, we added the music here
Just to help, you know, get that little Halloween spirit vibe going on, you know.
horror movie-ish, yeah. Because we want to, like I said, we want to do a little bit more recording back here. Because this was just kind of a random, out of the blue, just a random take, and so we wanted to make it a little spooky coming on the way back. Because it's starting to get, actually darker than what it
dark
looks.
now. Yeah, it is darker than what it looks. This video is actually brightened it up a little bit, but that's why I said I had to get you seen me, I get the flashlight out, because it is actually getting to the point where I needed the flashlight. But once we get in the woods, it's like Blair Witch. You can barely see anything in front of you.
Yeah, the sound effects you're hearing in the background.
It'll stop once we get back to the woods.
Yeah, I kind of mess around with music, so I kind of made something for our video, and probably be making some for future videos.
Stop the music. But for some of my renovation videos, there's one song or like music clip that keeps, you know, I used over and over again, and that's something that him and I worked on 20 years ago.
Hey Marley, you say stop that music now. Is it that scary? That's my laugh on there, by the way.
Yeah, that's all him. That's all his laughter that he just sort of rendered a little bit.
I make I make horror music and on the verge of horror music sometimes. So. Industrial.
Now you can really see how dark it's starting to get. I don't like it.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll pass.
It'll stop here in a little bit. This right here in this corner is where that hunting tent was at, and right there we start talking about it again, and it cut out again as soon as we start talking about, hey, there's that tent, and it cut out.
Yeah, it gets really, really dark up here once we get back
in the woods. It gets dark quick. I tried to brighten up the video the best I could, but it didn't happen.
Thanks for the compliment on that. We want it to be creepy.
And it's only gonna get more creepy from here. So, from the rest of this video and the upcoming stuff that we create, because we'll be going back there again, you know, multiple times. And like I said, I'm getting a better camera this weekend. I'm getting an actual Canon SLR camera with, you know, a good lens and everything. And we'll be going back there again and getting some better video than just GoPro footage.
Yeah. But plus
This is where we
oh, the deer, yeah. The deer
you guys
runs
just
out.
barely see it just run across.
Yeah. Oh, deer! The buck!
Well, deer hunters weren't here at the right time. We would have had a
Dude,
deer
that
hunters
had to
would've
probably
been
be
happy
about
for
an 8
that
or
one.
10 point buck.
I might want to leave now. It's getting creepy. You're gonna go watch some what? MLP.
Oh, we died. I would spear right through you.
Shoot, or Must not like horror movies.
Well, they can be
MLP.
aggressive.
Yeah, we could probably.
Yeah, we were thinking
Yeah,
about
there's
doing
a
that
big-
too. I might try to live stream some of it. I don't know how the reception will be back there, so I don't know if it'll be a good stream or not. But I actually brought that up to him last night. I was like, maybe the next time we go back there, maybe I can actually live stream it to you two as we walk through.
Yeah, now we're getting in the horror movie nighttime here.
Yeah,
It's so
could barely
dark
even
out
see.
that we got back in the woods and it's dark, so we gotta turn our flashlights on.
Yeah, we could barely even see walking through there ourselves at the time with flashlights. But basically what you're seeing is basically what we saw in real time. I mean, it was black. You can see our flashlights going. If you bring a shotgun.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, there's that laugh again.
Yep.
Go to the right. Get up over this hill.
Yeah, coming up soon is what you were talking about.
No, it's a little bit further because that was that hill right there. You're like, no, we don't go up that hill. It's the hill that we actually walked up.
I'm hungry.
I fixed some bratwurst last night, and all I could
got
think
those
about was
bratwursts.
the
Now I
bratwurst
start
that
fixing
were
them. Get to the
to be
house.
cooked, and I was getting hungry.
If you have a scared
Yep, there's a
moment,
tree house.
just sidetrack your thoughts with hunger.
I wasn't scared.
I know, that's just
I
a
was
joke.
legitimately hungry.
But for the watchers here. Nothing like being in the woods
Oh,
at dark,
yeah.
man, I'll tell you. It's a whole new feeling.
Oh yeah. Now, I'm sorry you guys can't see anything, but to be honest, like I was saying, we could barely see anything at the time. So you're seeing exactly what we saw. Oh, right here.
Yeah, I'm glad I seen that. I put the wrong foot down first.
No, we were crossing the creek right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works.
It's gonna cut out again.
Watch this
Watch.
thing snap.
Is right when I got down there to the creek, because that's
It
when
could
we were
float
walking
away.
across that plank going back again, and it cut out. It cut out right there. It jumped again.
Yeah, I remember.
Because
that.
right when I started walking across, the footage stopped and we're already back on the other side of the creek.
Yeah.
See the red light.
The flashlights?
That's our flashlight.
Yeah, that's my flashlight right there you just seen.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to really see anything on this. or
the
not.
next
It might be
time
too
we
dark.
go,
That'll-
because we weren't. This was like I said, it was a spare of the moment.
There, I
Yeah, that's
just
a
switched
little
from my
bit better.
flashlight to the actual flashlight on my phone, so that way you can actually see a little bit better.
We're gonna have like brighter
I see a little bit
spotlights
better
with
now.
us and stuff. Next time we go.
Oh, those are house lights off in the distance. Actually, no, that light right there, it's his phone, but then you can see the up in the top right. Up in the top right is the sun setting in the distance. This is my buddy Jason here.
Hello. I talk Aaron into doing spooky stuff with me.
Yeah, I have to twist my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I'll grab the cameras.
Anything to do with a little bit of
Dude, don't tell me we're
hype
lost,
of.
man. Dude, I'm telling you, we're lost.
Yeah.
I was trying to go for that spooky vibe,
It's like
you know. He didn't catch on to it right away. I was trying to go for that, so I knew we were getting close to the end, and I was trying to go for that spooky vibe, like we're lost in the woods at night.
Yeah.
And he didn't catch on to it. So this isn't a game. This is us in the woods last night.
Yeah, this is our little pre-horror movie here on the.
Oh, right here. Let me take that back a little bit. Listen to this. Right
Yeah,
there.
we don't know what that
Yeah,
was.
listen to the moans. This is neither one of us.
Dude, don't tell me we're lost, man.
Right after this part, I'll be
Dude,
climbing up.
I'm telling you,
All right, let's be
we're
silent.
lost.
And look, the video skipped again from here to us
It's like
climbing the hill.
I want to hear this.
Right here. You'll hear the moan. It's neither one of us. I'll be coming up here shortly. I didn't move the video back that far. But you'll see the video skips right here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. see that was the sky right there in the blue
Yeah,
above.
but those moaning noises, I wasn't making those noises, and neither was he. We don't know where those came from. I didn't hear them at the point in time, so I don't know what what it was.
This is real life. Yesterday we took this.
Yeah.
We went back into the woods to a historical place where an event took place where flood victims were found.
It was on an island out in the middle of the river.
These boots aren't made for hiking. They're made for working.
The darker it gets, the more spiritual it feels back there. That's for sure.
Yeah, we can definitely. I mean, I don't know about him, but I could actually feel like there's things.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. 24-hour challenge, man.
We actually thought about. We're actually going to be taking. I don't know if it's going to be this year because it's already getting kind of chilly throughout the night. But eventually, we're actually going to try to take some gear out there and go camping and stay out there for a night or two. So.
Sorry to say screw it. Just
I think we were just facing our fears for the most part. But our next goal, is we're going to camp out there and do some recording and do more silent.
Not EVP stuff.
Yeah. I think we'll have a better luck. Because like I said, this was a spirit of the moment. We just kind of wanted to get the feel for it first before we go back again.
Actually find a way there, and so that way we knew for the future and how exactly to get there. Because as you guys see in the very beginning, we were trying to find certain ways down. And
yeah, the only way to the island, no matter which route you take, you're gonna have to take woods, and you have to cross water. That's the only way to get there. I mean, if you have a 4-wheeler, you can drive it back some way.
Well, my truck's full-wheel drive, but there's no way that I'd be able to get my truck down some of them hills because the front of the truck will just get buried.
Yeah. It'd be cool to have a few 4-wheelers with some cargo pulls on the back that put our stuff in.
We don't need a Nerf gun. I got a couple actual handguns that I'll probably end up taking with me or something like that, just in case something does end up popping off. But I doubt anything would happen. I'm not even going to worry about even trying to take it. There's no need. I don't even think it's personal property or anything, or private property. I think it's all state.
Being that it's the middle of the river, I think
it's owned by the state.
Yeah.
So I don't think we have to worry about being like trespassing or anything like that.
Yeah, I bet.
And we are out.
There, we're out on the road. Finally made it out. And right here's the end.
That'd be good.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the pictures if you guys, for those who now actually seen the island in the video. Right here's one of them.
You're welcome to go if you're not too scared.
So yeah, here you can see all the house debris and stuff like that. This is the island right here. This is
where we were at.
Where we were just at, and right here you see in the background the river right there.
All the debris.
All this is where the river starts wrapping around the island right here.
Where that old lady is there, that's about where we were standing
right up here's that tree.
Yeah.
Right there. That's that big tree right there.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, that whole area, it's amazing in real life.
Like I said, this is one of the train bridges that was wiped out. And house, town, the bridge. This is the bridge. That's the hotel. I'm trying to find the other picture of the island right here. Here's another. You see how it wraps around right here. This is the point of the island that we were walking. This is where the big pile of debris was right here.
If you put the arrow on this piece of wood, that's about the similar to the piece that here. We was on.
This is like the 4x4 that we just seen. Yeah, it was a 1913 flood. It wiped out most of the city. But this, like, you see that 4x4 right here. That's almost like that piece that, was right in front of us. That was, part of it was burned up. But yeah, you can see all the lumber from houses and stuff. But there's another picture of the Abbott's Island. All the debris, parts of the houses and trees and everything. So, yeah, I mean, we'll be back there again. We'll be getting more video footage in the near future. But yeah, it was.
Maybe next go we'll. Well, not maybe. We'll definitely have more time to capture more stills and more silence to catch anything,
Yeah.
and more nighttime to catch anything. We'll probably build a big old bonfire and sit in some silence for a little bit and talk about it, because we do have the people's names.
Yeah.
Of all of the deceased, so we'll probably kind of talk out loud about their names while we're down there, which might be a little creepy, but that's how you get the whole mood going,
the whole vibe going.
Yeah, and find out if anything happens, whatnot.
So, but yeah, that is Abbott's Island, everybody. It's like 5 miles away from here, or something like that, and we'll
yeah.
Well, there you go, Savage. This is 5 miles away from us on the Sandusky River. So if you're from Ohio and you know the Sandusky River, it's not that hard to find Abbott's Island.
Yeah.
So that's where they found 19 flood victims, deceased and alive. But yeah, like I said, we had a lot of times where the video cut out on us when had the video camera pointed at certain objects, when we were talking about something. Or just crossing the water.
What I want to find, I'm doing more research in the meantime right now as we speak, probably throughout the next several weeks. Probably at the public library, the old newspapers. It'd be nice to, I know it'd be impossible probably to get, but it'd be nice to find an actual picture of the girl hanging in the tree, because you know dang well they have it. But
they won't show a picture of that in social
media.
Not
on a newspaper.
You're about 2.5, 3 hours away, Savage. We're more west of you. So, but anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It was something different and very interesting. It's got our attention going on it. It's got our interest, and like I said, I do have a better camera coming. So hopefully we'll have some better video coming of the areas and stuff like that, and hopefully the videos don't cut out, and maybe we'll catch some EVPs or something on pictures or videos and stuff like that. So
yeah.
But I think that is where we're gonna end this. We had a nice little video for you guys, along with the pictures and a little bit of history. It happened March 25th. 1913.
Yep.
So if you guys are interested, all you got to do is type in 1913 flood of Tiffin, Ohio, and you'll see the pictures, you'll see videos, and stuff like that. So, but that's where we're going to call it for tonight. I will be getting into some of my other live stream videos and stuff like that, the gameplays and stuff. I took the last couple days off, got off work a little late Thursday, and then we were out doing this yesterday and stuff. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. So, have a good night and enjoy the rest of your guys' weekend.
See ya.
Catch you later.